Hey everybody, my name is Salas and welcome to our newest video today. We are going to go over a Kha'Zix in the jungle, and I'm going to try to share with you as much information as I can in the shortest amount of time as possible. So without further ado, let's get this started. So to quickly start it off, we're going to go over the starting items for Kha'Zix. Pretty much he's the same as most other typical junglers, which you'll start off with a machete and the 5 potions. Pretty much the only other times that you'll go with a Doran's Blade starter or anything like that would be like maybe if you have an Aatrox, a Lease, or maybe even a Lee Sin, but this is going to be typical for most junglers to start off with. So with Ka, he's strong with the ganks, and you always want to look for opportunities to gank a lane, so you can either burn a summoner or even hopefully result in a kill. Next, look for opportunities to counter jungle, because a Kha'Zix is a carry type of jungler, so he does require a lot of farm to get to his late game carry status. So you always want to look for different opportunities to counter jungle. Let's say if Elise on the other team is down bottom but you're on the top part of the map and your other lanes aren't really able to be ganked, look for ways to just go ahead and take away his farm. Alright, so let's look for a sign for a successful gank. We do know that Cassidy used his flash earlier, so that he doesn't have that to escape anymore, and that if he uses his Rift Walk any way offensively, we know that he can't get away from any type of damage. So in this example, Cassidy uses his Rift Walk to jump in, and we just see that as a sign that we can get a kill on him right there. I use my ult to reduce the tower damage, and that way I can just safely get out with a little bit more HP. Next, we'll go over an example of how to counter jungle correctly. The best way to set these up are with proper vision and sight wards. So we know that the Lee is doing his jungle, so I ask for my teammates to help on this. So we get the gank onto Lee, steal the red buff, and then we're also going to get a kill out of this as well. And I do have to use a flash to get out, but we do get a kill and a buff, so that is pretty successful there. The next topic that we'll go over is your importance in securing these objectives. The main thing to always look out for are opportunities to get free objectives. So let's say for this situation, Swin is down below, but the enemy team is all over there trying to get a kill on him. And then I see this as an opportunity to call out for my team to get a free Baron, since the other team won't be able to rotate here back in time. And that way we get a free Baron. And then one other thing that I want to point out for Kha'Zix with these objectives is that his Q with this smite combo is a lot of burst damage for an isolated target like Baron or Dragon to take. So try to find out how much damage exactly your Q does prior to a situation like this, so that you know exactly when to use your combo and when to burst down these objectives. Because in a situation like this where a team's condensing on you, it's really important that you get these objectives secured so that you can go ahead and get this objective, get the regen from Baron, and then help you win a team fight afterwards. The next topic that I just want to really quickly go over is the evolve pattern for Kha'Zix. I'll typically go for E first if there is not much of a kill potential in these lanes, but then I'll also go for Q if there are a lot of hard CCs and things like that to help secure these kills. Now let's go on to team fighting as Kha'Zix. Your job as a jungler Kha'Zix is going to be the same as if you're a laner Kha'Zix, which is going to be try to get onto the carries. And even if you don't get a successful kill, the fact that you go take away their attention away from the other team fight is enough to help swing the odds into your favor to help you win that team fight. So lastly, we're going to go over the item build for a Kha'Zix in the jungle. For your core items, you're going to want to pick up a Spirit of the Elder Lizard, a Hydra, and also a Last Whisper. And of course, you want to pick up your choice of boots depending on the enemy team. So let's say if they have a lot of CC, you want to get your Merc Treads. For the other optional items, typically Kha'Zix go for one defensive item like a Guardian Angel, and then you can pick up a Black Cleaver. But if you're also falling behind or they do a lot of burst damage, you can get something like a Hex Drinker and then upgrade that later on as well. Alright, so that's going to complete our video for Kha'Zix in the jungle, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and also hopefully it helps you guys out in your matches in the future. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do let me know, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And also, if you guys did enjoy this, press that like button and to subscribe to make sure you guys can check out my future videos later on. Until then, see ya.